Hello everyone, this is the video to see just how to put this thing together because this is a really big project and this thing took over 100 hours to make, so it's going to take a while to put together. So I'm making this video to try to help you guys and figure out how to put this thing together, because there are over 60 pieces in this project. I figured a video would be much more helpful than pictures. Plus, pictures would take a long time to do and to go through. So yeah, I'm making this video. So let's start with the easy stuff, because not everything in here is super complicated. The assembly is actually rather easy, but it just takes a little bit of thinking and lots of time. So, starting from the barrel, this is pretty easy and straightforward. You just have these pieces that lock together with the pin. You got a few of those. Alright, so that's pretty simple. You would print it flat on the bed. You might need support material here, maybe. You might be able to get away with no supports. Okay, so moving on from there, let's go to this area. Now, this bottom piece, I would probably what I would do is print this, have this piece first, and then attach it to this piece. And the way those attach are just these pins here. So those just go into there. Oops. Those just go into those holes, and those fit into there. So you would basically just take that piece, fit into there first, and then attach it to here with a pin as well. So that would go into there. And then this piece simply just fits into this area. And you just glue that. Okay, so once that's all put together, you're pretty much good on that. You just glue those, and then so for this area, I call these the guard. I don't know exactly what you would call it, but I'm calling it the guard. Now, just separate these two. Okay. So the way these attach are, these basically just fit into this area right here. And the way these are made, they're separated in half on this piece that fits into it. So you would print it like this, straight up and down. You probably need some support material here, maybe. I don't know. And you would just glue it there. So you put those together, and then you would just put it into there and glue it. And that's how it would hold in place there. And for this piece, you're going to print this in two halves, laying flat on the bed. Alright. Whoop. Just like that. And then you just have these like key pieces to help lock them into position. And you just glue that there. And the way this fits into there, because it basically has the pins built in. So once you attach those, you can see that they fit into there. So once you glue them, you just place them down onto that railing. And there's a little one right here too. Alright. So let me, it's getting a little bit messy right now, so I think I'm going to hide a few things. So let me go ahead and do that. Alright, so the pieces are now hidden. You can see stuff a little bit better now. Now let's move on to the other stuff. Let's do, I guess we'll start with this railing. So this first rail, you're just going to print that, lie flat, and the way you connect it to the rest is with this pin here. Made it pretty long to try and make it as sturdy as possible, because this thing has to be pretty sturdy in that area because it's supporting a lot of weight. So oh yeah, and I forgot those pins here. That's fine. So the way these fit into each other, let me move these out first. These are what I call the middle guard. I'll explain those in a sec. It's pretty much like the other guard. So the way this attaches, you can kind of tell it's like a puzzle piece kind of fit. So these just kind of fit like a puzzle piece. And then this piece, this just kind of comes out like this and fits into this area to the handle. It's not really meant for structure. It helps it a little bit with structure, but it's more for looks because that's what it is in the game. And move this up. Okay, so let's see what else. Okay, so these guys here, the way these attach, they're separated like this. So you'd do the same similar thing. You'd print it flat on the bed and straight up and down, and then the way you attach these are simply by placing them in here, in this little area. So those just fit into each of those holes. And then you'll just put some glue here, and it should be good enough. Alright. So for the handle, is two-part. So this comes out, and this comes out. And the way it's held in place is by a multitude of things. So one, it has this little key here, which will just fit into this little area. It's got the pins. So these are some pins that go into there. Which I guess I could just show you. Okay. Pins go in there, and they fit in this area right here. And kind of the main what's going to give it a lot of structure, I'm hoping, what's going to make it so that it doesn't break in this area when you're holding it, is this little block here, which is attached to this part of this rail, which is another puzzle piece kind of thing. So I'll just move this out this way like that, so you can see it fits into here like a puzzle piece. And yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. You'd probably print it on the side like this, I would assume. Alright, so that's that. Let's see. We are getting a little bit cluttered again. I'll go with the let's move this down. I'll show you the scope. So for the scope, it's printed in 2 halves, just like many of the things in this design. So it's printed in 2 halves here. Whoop. Just like so. Has a key, just like everything else. And the way this holds in here, the way it's attached, has kind of the pins built in it. So when you print it, it's kind of nice. You don't have to add it later. And then those just kind of fit in there. Now, the way these fit in it, it's pretty easy. You just kind of fit it in there. You just throw it into this little area. Okay. And then so if that's a scope, probably need some support material in various places. Okay. Move these things. It's a lot, guys, I know. But trust me, it's gonna take you a lot less time than it took for me to make this thing. This thing was ridiculous. So I really hope it turns out good for you guys. Alright, so moving on, I guess I'll show you this back piece here. This is basically 2 halves. Oop. Just like that, easy. With this key here. Oops. So that just goes in there. And then you just kind of fit it into this area here. Those two slots. And then just glue it. Okay, easy enough. This will work from the back, so it should be easy. So all these pieces here, these main body pieces, are separated, and they're going to print vertically. And so this is how they're put together. Basically just a bunch of pins. 2 pins. 2 pins there. This piece. 2 pins here. This is like the easy part. This is the easiest part to split up. And then 2 pieces here. Right? Okay. So that's probably the easiest thing you're gonna do. Probably gonna take a long time to print, but it's gonna be relatively easy to assemble that part. Alright, so it's getting pretty messy again. So I'm gonna hide all this crap again. Alright, I think that's good enough. So, this is probably one of the more tricky assembly parts. So, the way this is put together, let's remove these pieces first. These top pieces are just kind of resting on top, so you're gonna have to glue them there, which shouldn't be that big of a problem. But those will be printed flat straight up, which is pretty nice. Now I'll go ahead and let's see. Let's do this piece. So these pieces are kind of nice. I made it so that they simply slot into here. So they just fit into that little area. Like so. And then you have these 2 halves here. Like that. And then what's next? Okay, let's move this out of the way. There's so much crap. Let's move this out. Okay, so this handle is separated in half. Just like that. Just move this over here. And then you got some more keys in that area. And then these halves fit into here and here. It's pretty tricky, but it should all fit together nicely. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a crap ton of pins and keys and locking mechanisms and all that crap. But that's about how you put it together. I will try to make some pictures. I really just want to be done with this. I've just spent so much time on this. But I hope this video is helpful. I assume it would be, because it allows you to see each part kind of be assembled within the model rather than just seeing pictures. So it's like step-by-step process. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. Please vote for me. I spent a really, really long time on this. Every moment I had to do whatever in my free time, this is all I was doing. I would go from school to this when I wasn't doing school, and it's worn me out because it's just so much work and ran into so many problems. But I really hope you guys like it, and I cannot wait to see if any of you guys try and attempt this ridiculously huge build. If you have any questions, just feel free to comment and message me. Alright, thanks, bye.